There's so many things that we can't say at a showing. And if your house isn't selling, yeah, it's probably you, right? Because here's 10 things that I've been piling up that make the buyer run so fast when they see your home. And if the home could talk, they'd probably fire their owners.
You're fired.
So if you want to avoid the buyer repellent, here's a guide to help you out. Before I get started, don't be that overconfident seller. Your realtor's advice is probably worth taking, and so listen to them and take some of those things to heart. Sometimes constructive criticism and those things that make you upset, they're the things that are gonna keep you from selling your home. They seem obvious, but so many sellers will do them anyways. So here you go. Let's get started on the no-nos. This first one is one of my biggest pet peeves, the CIA surveillance bungalow. It's like Fort Knox in here. You got security cameras everywhere where obviously the homeowner went to a Costco or Best Buy and bought 50 security cameras, puts one in the entry and 3 in the living room and the kitchen. Nobody can say anything because the minute that you say welcome home, there's blinking red lights everywhere tracking your every move. And then there's the ones that even follow you as you move. Nothing is more uncomfortable when you're trying to tour a house. And buyers can't picture themselves living there when they feel like they're being watched and interrogated by the NSA. I mean, you might as well just have an intercom voice that says, smile, you're on camera. Okay, here's another one, the candle crime scene. And I don't mean just candles, over-scented homes. It smells like you're trying to cover something up, and people just jump to the worst, like there you got a body in the crawl space. That's a big problem, right? Because one candle is ambiance, but 12 candles, that's evidence. The next one, and look, I have 2 kids, but the kid kingdom, where you walk in and there's toys in every square inch. Buyers aren't adopting your children, they're buying a home. If you can't open a closet without being attacked by Barbie's extended family, your home isn't family friendly. It's family invaded. So make sure to pick up all your toys. Don't leave them out. Make it look like a space that's more neutral that everyone can live in. Speaking of kids, what about your pets? The pet palace is definitely a big one. If you got dog bowls, beds, and that smell of dog, you gotta get rid of it. Worse than dogs, cats. People who have cats can never smell the smell of cats. You have to take this seriously because your Labradoodle, it's adorable, but the scent, it's not a selling feature. The only thing buyers could sniff out in this potential is your Labrador's legacy. Okay, this next one, this irritates me. This is actually a big pet peeve of mine. With the mood lighting disaster. And I don't mean just mood lighting, but when every light bulb is a different color temperature, we got a problem. It's not that hard. You got warm and you got bright lights. You should use one or the other. Never mix them all together. Nothing's worse than having different light bulbs, like in a vanity. You got 3 to 5 bulbs going across and one's bright, one's warm. We go from surgery to bright in the kitchen to a dungeon in the hallway. This just doesn't make sense. You need to have the same temperature light consistent throughout the home. Also because paint colors show differently in different types of light. If you don't have the right lights, buyers can't tell if they're buying a house or stepping into an Instagram filter that's just a complete experiment gone wrong. Okay, the next one, it doesn't happen that often, but occasionally you get this terribly concerned seller, the do not touch museum, the overly aggressive signage everywhere, when every surface says, do not touch, remove shoes, cameras are recording everywhere. It doesn't feel like a showing when this happens. It feels more like a TSA pre-check. Let people actually experience the home, not fear being fined and watched the entire time. Okay, this next one, and I'm guilty, I like to stage, but sometimes the staging is so overdone. It's the overstaged soap opera. Fake everything. Plastic fruit, books turned backwards, and nothing's worse than those stupid artwork. Live, laugh, love. I love life. You don't need this sign in every room. No one believes people live like this, and buyers don't want a Pottery Barn display. They just want to know where to plug in their coffee maker. The next one is so important for comfort, and that's the temperature test. Look, if your AC or heat is turned off, nothing says welcome home like sweating through a showing in July or seeing your breath in January, because comfort sells. And hypothermia? It just doesn't. All right, next, the DIY disaster. Half-finished projects everywhere. It's like, I'll get to it this weekend list everywhere in the home. Nothing has ever got done. Buyers don't see any potential. They just see tons of weekend projects in a Home Depot credit card that's gonna get maxed out in a week. And lastly, this is so Captain Obvious, yet it still occurs occasionally, the seller who stays. Look, for the homeowner that lingers during showings, get out. Because no, your commentary is not helping. Buyers don't want to hear about the great neighbors next door, about how you almost repainted this room once, or you had updated this outlet. It doesn't matter. Right now, it's all about the buyer picturing themselves in the home, and you're just making it worse, and they can't visualize it when they have somebody breathing over their neck. They just want to talk about where their couch goes, not your emotional journey in the home. All right, what am I missing? I know there's something on here that should have been on here. These are just things that I've been jotting down over the last couple months. Some of these are really irritating me. What are your favorites? What are the things that you've hated when you've gone shopping for a home? Comment down below.